We all know America is already great. So the thing is, when you claim yourself a leader of the world, how can you be so detached or isolated from the rest of the world while saying this, that America, we will make America great again and America comes first? Then you cannot claim that you are the leader of the world.
It's so interesting to try and dissect what Trump means by make America great again, because I don't think he is saying make America powerful again to benefit the entire world. He is very focused on the United States of America, and a lot of Americans really liked that, and it's one reason that they voted for him. I look at when it comes to American influence in the world and, make America great again, I think back to what Trump did with, putting pressure on NATO countries to, give more money to the NATO effort overall. In a lot of ways that really ruptured relationships with some European countries. Now, what Donald Trump will say is that is a better route to take, to make sure that countries are doing their part. And then once they do their part, the United States, NATO alliance, will work very hard, for example, to counter the weight of Vladimir Putin and come to a better result in Ukraine that is better for the world, that means less bloodshed. Now, I frankly would rather, not rupture relationships with Europe, rely on the power and the legacy of the NATO alliance. But Donald Trump would argue that America is powerful. We focus on what's important to America. That, in the end, will, end conflicts in places like Ukraine and be better for the world. I'm very skeptical of that, but that is basically the Trump approach. But I don't think the rest of the world should think for a moment that Donald Trump, is making America great again to benefit the world. He wants to make America great again for the benefit of America. And Adil, I'll tell you, I think the important thing about that phrase is it has a lot of different meanings because it means something on the world stage. But it also means so many things internally. I think there's a nostalgia in the United States for an earlier time. Donald Trump has done this very controversial thing, declaring that there are two genders, male and female, which a lot of people on the left and a lot of people who, fight for the trans community are very offended by. But Make America Great Again is signaling to his supporters, we're returning to a time where we only have two genders, a time that might have been less confusing to you. And so that's part of the meaning of Make America Great Again. And then there's a darker side that can't be ignored, which is Donald Trump signaling to people that we want to make America whiter again. And I think that is something that he would never say. But there are a lot of people, like on the far right and in white supremacist organizations in the United States who hear Make America Great Again, and there's something very linked to race. And so there are all these different definitions and all these different communities that he's trying to send signals to when he uses that phrase.
सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल दबाएं ताकि कोई खबर रह न जाए।